Greetings, we're here again at Gen Con 2018. Roverkurt's here to give you all the tasty news. And there is a lot here, so much so that we've had to split up. And Jonathan got the chance to visit the CMON booth and try Kick-Ass.
Kick-Ass, of course, based on the comic specifically, but if you've seen the movies only like I have, you can still find some of that to enjoy here. So Kick-Ass is a cooperative game. You've got minis based on the characters, so you can be Hit Girl, Kick-Ass himself, whoever, and essentially you're going around a city board and trying to complete objectives that are going to be taken from a deck of cards, and you get 6 each game. Once you've completed them, you win. And your basic moves, you play cards from your hand, and each card has a number of spaces that you can move, so you can travel that many places on the board, and an action you can do. So a bunch of them are just do the thing in the space that you're in. The different locations have different actions, and sometimes they will also let you attack or gain money. And depending on what you're doing, you can use those abilities. On your character sheet, you have a few different meters or tracks. You have happiness, you have strength, which could give you extra dice for your attacks. You have likes, which are literally Instagram likes, because in this universe you want to be popular. And you have your health. So you want to keep all those things up because they help you improve your game. You want to be happy, etc. They can give you special abilities. If your likes get really high, you get a special card that's your special card.
I'm curious, do people get Hit Girl versus Kick-Ass? Do they actually get happiness or likes from different ways? Like I'd expect Hit Girl to probably get it from killing people,
They do have different cards slightly. I didn't actually look at Hit Girls, but yeah, there are some differences in those. You do have personalized cards, as well as your boards themselves have some little differences, and you get a few unique starting cards. Like I was Colonel or Sergeant Stars, I forget which he is, who is only in Kick-Ass 2, and he starts with a dog and a pistol, but other people start with their weapons that they had from the series, etc.
Now, will this just be you play through singles play one time, or is this actually does it have a campaign attached possibly?
No campaign, as far as I know. It's a one and a done, but there's multiple scenarios, and you can kind of just mix them in and try them differently each time. There's different bosses that you can try to fight and stuff like that. I don't know if they connect though, but I don't think so. It does have a solo mode, which is kind of cool. But if if you've played co-op games like the obvious ones, Pandemic, Ghost Stories, it's very much that kind of thing where if there's guys over here, you need to go there to stop them, and then that will solve the mission, and they're building up, so we need to go there to take care of that. With a few twists, my biggest complaint about the game is I didn't really feel the flavor that much, the theme from Kick-Ass itself. Like the two things that I think of when I think of Kick-Ass are the comedy and ultra violence, like stylized violence. This doesn't really get either of those across, I don't think. It's definitely not trying to be funny, and while you are hitting and attacking dudes, it's not like
the minis parts fall off.
Yeah.
And speaking of which, because I'm sure for some people that might be a big deal, what do you think of the minis that you saw for this?
The minis are nice. There are some really well done minis, and it comes with a bunch of them, and I think that if you are like the characters from the comics, when you have those bosses and those events, you will see the things that you recognize, and they'll come out. Maybe as someone who's just more familiar with the movies, I didn't get that as much. And in terms of the gameplay itself, I think it's a good game. I think it was definitely functional. But if you have other co-op games, unless you're a big Kick-Ass fan, I don't know that there's a ton to really make you want to buy this over some of those other ones. But it is Kick-Ass from CMON. It was a success on Kickstarter, so if you're a fan, you might want to check it out. Like and subscribe for more Gen Con 2018 coverage.
And enter our contest for a chance to win some Gen Con games in the description down below.